Greetings, I am Brother Fluffy, and welcome to the full release of BattleTech. BattleTech, as you know, once again, is from Harebrained Studios. It is a turn-based tactical combat game set in the year 3025, in the BattleTech universe, as the name implies. This is the full release, and full disclosure, once again, to remind everyone, I did kickstart this game, so there you go, just want to get that all out there. But I wanted to show you the game. I've been playing it an ungodly amount of time. I think I'm about 80 hours in, and it came out on last Tuesday? No. Yeah, the 24th, so last Tuesday. So yeah, I haven't played it about a week, and I've put more time into it in a week than I would normally put into my actual job, but I like this job way better because I get cool giant robots and I get to blow stuff up. There will be no spoilers here. I actually went ahead and this is actually post the story campaign. This is now the open-ended stuff where you can keep playing as long as you have operational funds. So I plan on playing this thing for the long haul. And so let's go ahead and get right to it. First off, this here is the Argo. It is your mothership. Basically, you have the Leopard dropship docked alongside, and that's what drops off your lance. It's also a good reason of explaining why you can have like a company's worth of battle mechs, but you can only deploy 4 at a time because you've got only one dropship. The Argo cannot re-enter atmosphere. It's just, it can't do it. It's bad. It can only do it once. It shows you above the world we're orbiting, which is, I'm not going to pronounce that. It's abandoned, meaning nobody owns it, and nobody's, well, there you go. No remnant population. Check out the hiring hall. Only thing here.
Good to go. Let's do this.
These are
Good to go.
mech warriors you can hire. So you'll hire these guys. A lot of them you'll find are just recruits. But you will get guys who do actually have skills already. All these guys, 2 of these guys have sensor lock, which I'm not a fan of. The store here is not available because it's abandoned. Basically, there's a very, very small population. This is effectively galactic BFE. Over here we have our timeline, things that are coming up. I'm upgrading the machine shop, and I have the monthly financial report, and that's basically where I pay out everyone. You can see over here how much it is. Right now I'm currently paying almost 650,000 C-bills a month. And that's due in 11 days. This here is actually kind of the Doom counter. See all these little filled-in pips? These show you how many months you can go at your operating cost with no additional income. Like, if I were to just stop making money right now, I would last 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot. Okay, I'll just stop paying. I would make it a lot. This is morale. Morale's important because this allows you to basically do what are called heroic actions. It allows you to do really cool stuff like precise shots, block extra damage, and you earn that throughout the course of a mission by blowing stuff up and killing enemy units. But starting out at 50 it gives you a tremendous first strike capabilities. You can call shots, and if you put enough damage on target, if you have high gunnery skills with your mech warriors, like I do, you can do some serious damage right at the gate before they have a chance to even get you, and that is a huge factor. If you can take out, you know, a couple of their heavy hitters without them getting a chance to even hurt you with them, that's really going to up your chances of survival. This is the various parts of the Argo we can go to. For example, here we have the captain's quarters, which really doesn't get an improvement. I mean, we improved the rest of the ship. Why we didn't, like, I don't know. Less cabling, maybe a throw pillow or something? I don't know. Financial review, basically what my payment is, monthly operating costs for everything, so all this extra stuff, all sorts of fun. The payouts for my Mech Warriors, wow, glitches, really. She started off originally at like 20,000 a month, now she's double her salary. However, she's really, 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 really good, and totally worth it. We've got Reputation. Reputation is the factions that are available, and how they see you. For example, the Irana Restoration, since I've completed the campaign, they like me a lot, and that gets me 15% bonus payment and a 10% discount in shops. So I get more money for working for them, and I pay less for stuff with them. Here we have the Magistracy of Canopus, which is another periphery power, all mostly female-centric. Not misandrist, but it's usually just very, very pro-female. Most of its leaders tend to be females. And that really goes back to the founding of the Magistracy, but that's a different story for a different time. Their reputation is friendly, 5% discount, 10% extra, and the rest of these guys are indifferent. Basically, they will give me jobs sometimes, and sometimes they'll tell me to get lost. Like, for example, the Taurian Concordat. The 5 major sphere powers are Dracona's Combine, Lyran Commonwealth, Free Worlds League, Fedrats, and the Capellan Confederation. Those are the 5 major powers, and I'll show you them on the map. Those guys, these are basically the great houses to basically put in a Game of Thrones terms. These are, your Starks, your Lannisters, that sort of thing. The periphery powers, the Irana Restoration, Magistracy of Canopus, and the Taurian Concordat, these are the lesser houses, They're like kind of like Dorne, Dorne, or House Greyjoy. Give you an example. On the fringe, not a whole lot, but there's still a power in their own right. Alright, having seen that, move on to navigation. Here's our
yes, Commander?
Navigator and Leopard pilot, Samir. Hi. And
I'll
you
be
can
here
talk
if you
to...
need me.
Thank you. And you can talk to them, and you'll get to talk to them about their stories and stuff like that, and get input. This is the navigation map, where you want to go. As you can see here, you can see what jobs you can get. So, for example, if I want to build up my rep with Magistracy of Canopus, I can do that. I can find worlds that have commissions from Merrick or FedCom, something like that. So, for example, if I wanted to do Davion mission, I've got missions for Davion, probably defensive missions, and then I can work for, say, the Dracona's Combine, which does not get along with the Federated Suns. Those two are mortal enemies, so I can go ahead and, start taking jobs there. But as you can see, these are all the challenge here. Difficulty of contracts on average. As you can see here, these are not easy systems. If you show up here, you better bring your A game. Because if you don't, you're going to get a whooping. And as you can see here, like 3.5 for... Like, those are going to be difficult, but doable. Let's see, so what do we got here? Right now, I'm looking for some nice magistracy jobs. Wyeth's Glory, Token Population, Rocky World, High Gravity. Now I'm just going to find a nice, quiet little world. I prefer Tundra worlds. Mostly because it's oh, hello. Mostly because that helps with heat. So it's got an aquaculture, Terran world, meaning it's got, broad array of biomes. Alright. It's got moons, it's got a black market, manufacturing. So I might be able to pick up some mech parts here. So challenge is 4.5. Research, huh? Ooh, you know what? If they have some Starlink parts, that would be nice. Let's go and try there. And it's got some magistracy jobs as well, along with Capellan jobs, but I don't like the Capellans. Especially the 3025 Capellans. Their leader is kind of a nutball. And at the time, 3025 Capellans are like wind blows from Kung Pao to the fist. They seem to think losing is winning. Their history, especially in they kind of been getting the snot beaten out of them during most of the succession wars. We have just ended the 3rd succession war now, and the 4th succession war is about to flare up in about a year or 2 now, if I remember correctly. And that's, oh boy, that's not fun for the Capellans. And here we have one of the nice things I love about this game is that as stuff goes by, you're not just sitting here watching stuff fly out. You've got little things to do here. In this case, it's holovids, and I can, circulate the chips, host a mass viewing, and these will all get me different things. Now, these two will get me guaranteed things, like a lounge will give somebody high spirits, which means that it costs less to use morale, and it'll give somebody low spirits, which means it costs more to use morale. So I kind of a crapshoot of this one. This one just gives you +1 morale. And I'm at 50 anyway, but I don't want to give somebody low spirits. There you go. And there's some flavor text here. And here I am, attached to this jump ship. Again, the light, the effects here are beautiful.
Network orders complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Yes. Which reminds me. And this is the ship. The ship upgrades. You can upgrade the ship. As you can see, I just fully outfitted the Argo finally. But they all give you improved things. For example, recreation, I put an arcade, it gets me extra morale. I improve the library. I've got a hospital bay, which gives me lots of medical points. And chance of death from lethal damage is 5% less likely, which is nice. This actually just saved Reaper, because she took a fatal hit in one of my last missions. But she actually survived it. She was out of action for 55 days. But at least I didn't lose her. Got the machine shop, all the mech bays. Speaking of mech bays, hey, let's say hi to Farah here. This is Dr. Farah Murad. She is the ship's engineer, all-around genius. Fun stories.
Keep
fun
safe,
stories.
boss.
All right, and here we have the mech bay. Yeah, and also it's nice is that you can see the people standing there next to the battle mech for scale. That's my Atlas, my baby. Hello, baby. Hail to the king, baby. But you can fit quite a few mechs. You can fit 18 mechs in there. By the way, you will pay for these, literally. You have to, if you fill all these slots up, you have to pay for their upkeep, or you can move them into storage. Like, I've got a Vindicator, Griffin, an Orion. Now these, I can keep in here, and I can just bring them back out when I need to. It takes about a day or two to refit them, and then, to ready them, and then refitting takes about a week. But if I'm traveling to a system where I know I'll need them, I can just bust it out. Because a week to wait isn't long. Here's the paint scheme pattern. You can actually change the actual paint job on down in the captain's quarters under Customized Company. I'll actually go back to that here real quick. The actual image I'm using a custom image. For some reason, no offense to our branding schemes, but they didn't put a whole lot of wolf logos in. They just have, they've got like 30 dragons, a couple goats, but no wolves, so they had a paw. But I replaced that one with this one. It's a real easy mod you can do for both Steam or GOG, no matter which version you have. Basically, you'll just replace one of these stock ones with a DDS version of this. I'll put a link in the description on how to mod that. It's a Reddit post, real easy to do, and it'll have all the links. But you can change the primary color and secondary colors here. I like the gray with the dark blue, and then your company name, which you can change at any time. I went with my old company name, the Varger, which is Norse for warg or wolf. Hence the wolf devouring the sun logo there. And it is nice to go to all the mech bays and like see. It is cool because you can see your if you go pretty much almost anywhere
boss,
here.
Nice to see you.
You will see your company's logo out there, and I love that. I really do like seeing your logo just about everywhere you go. Reminding you it's your BattleTech company, it's your BattleMech company, it's your unit. This is Yang.
Work done, Commander.
Hi, Yang. And this is where he lost his arm there during the Third Succession War, working for Capella.
I'll be here if you need anything.
They're a pretty good guy. This is the barracks where you're checking your mech warriors, and that's my character, Eric Wolf, call sign Fenrir. You customize yourself at the very beginning, and what's nice is, just a quick little side note, is that you can actually use them, they pronouns. So you've got he, she, or them, or they, which is a nice little touch. And this is only for single player. Obviously, you're not going to see your character outside of the single player game because it's just stock characters for multiplayer.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch, this is my favorite pilot, mostly because the first mission I was ever in, it was on a snow-themed map, and she said, "After this, let's make snowmen." I'm like, all right, you're a keeper. Service record. This is basically information about the character. All right. Max injury she can take. Her specialties. You can take 2 primaries and 1 specialist. I gave her Juggernaut, which means she will literally smack you into next week. She actually knocks you back in initiative phase, and that's what we'll get to here in a second. She can fire multiple stuff, and if she doesn't move, she gains Guarded, and which is actually what he has. He also has Breaching Shot, which means if he fires only 1 round, it ignores Cover and Guarded, which means it does the full damage. Bear Claw.
Receiving you.
Who's my second guy. He's my long-range guy. We've got Behemoth.
Orders.
And
Commander.
Reaper as my 2 backups. And Tinker.
Receiving you.
And
Waiting for orders.
these people I have put, as you can see, a little effort into them. Because I've been running with
Good to go.
these 5 guys, and it's really worked out well. I've been exceptionally lucky. I haven't really lost it. I think the largest time I've had a character out was Eric, who was out for 94 days, but he also got blown up. As you can see here, deployments 57, mech kills 79, other kills is turrets and vehicles, injuries taken 25. He used to get injured every mission. At one point he had 22 deployments and 24 injuries, but I installed a mod to his cockpit which negates a couple injuries, so it's helped him out a whole lot. And to the command center. And here we have Darius.
I'm all ears, Commander.
Who's my XO. Good guy.
Catch you later, Commander.
And let's keep going. And we're jumping. Again, beautiful graphics. I absolutely love it. The jump ship. And what's really nice, if you don't know how the BattleTech lore works or anything like that, if they use a glossary where you can actually hover over it, and it'll explain what it is. So like what a jump ship is, what a drop ship is, that sort of thing.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Here we go, and here's financial report. And it says I'm paying $657,000 out. I was going to use $16,551,000, yada yada, blah blah blah. And I can get really rich with it and just pay these people out the yin yang, which will give me morale. But I mean, I'm already at 50. I'm actually exceeding morale at this point. If I wanted to, I could go to Spartan and still have 50 morale at the start of every mission. But I feel bad. I just, you know. So I just leave it at normal. Because, you know, I'm not terribly concerned about this. And it does pause things nicely, so when you get an event, it does pause it, so you have to restart. And here we are, entering orbit. As you can see,
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Thank you, Sumar. As you can see, the arms extend and start rotating to give these pods gravity. So as you notice, they fold up when in flight, when all the gravity would push it down. So it gives some real thought to this. Again, BattleTech is very hard sci-fi. It's similar to The Expanse. Also features Elias Tufexis, who is also on The Expanse, and voices a character in this. Trust me, you'll know him when you hear him. If you don't know who Elias Tufexis is, he plays Adam Jensen in the new Deus Ex games, Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. But he is in this game as well. But these kind of rotate to give us gravity, which is nice. We're going to check out the store here. LRM 20 plus 2 damage. Okay. Aside from that, wow, not a whole lot. I'll pick that up in case I ever need it again.
New weapon systems available.
Thank you. I am a huge fan of, if you find something, get it. Like, if you can afford it, buy it, because even if you're like, well, I already have a 2+ LRM 20 on my Atlas, you never know when that's going to get slagged, and you're going to need to replace it. And you don't want to replace it with, your rinky-dink off-the-shelf model. You want the good stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and move into contracts here. It's connecting. Alright, here we go. Magistracy of Canopus. You can see here who we're working with and our rankings. This is planetary government. These guys, they just don't ever. They just don't. You'll never get above indifferent from them, because the planetary governments, they're just a neutral party. They never give you anything. Capellans. This one could be good. Lowlands. I think I'll run this one and then this one. Because what you want to do is, I need to make at least $657,000. Or $657,000 in the next 27 days. Now, the max pay, this is the max pay. This is the maximum amount you will get paid. Which means it's probably about half that. So when I pull this up, it's probably going to be around $150, $180 for how much I'm going to get paid. And we're going to go to negotiation. Yep, see, $178, $2,000. Now if I want to crank it all the way up to the full 326, I don't get diddly in terms of salvage. I get nothing. If I want to say I want all the salvage, the 418, that means I get to pick 4 pieces of salvage, and then the other 18 are just given to me. They're just assigned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down to here, because 2, 9 times out of 10 on this mission, you don't need it. Like, you don't need more than 2, because you're not going to really encounter a whole lot of... Usually you don't get, like, the stuff that you see, especially with me where I have so many battle mechs already, I'm not looking for a whole lot. I think I'm looking for another King Crab, a couple more of the assaults. But you can also take further hits for increased rep, and heck, at one point you can say, I'm going to do this basically for the drop fees. There is an achievement for doing that too, by the way, but I'm not going to do it here, just because I want to get paid. Nah, I want some salvage. Alright, so we're just going to leave it at that. Now, it's a recovery, so we have to occupy something and then move it to an escape LZ, unless I kill everybody. If you kill everyone, they just come pick you up immediately. They don't make you, fortunately, they don't make you say, oh, well, you gotta move anyway. You spend the whole turn just getting the extraction point. And it's a desert biome. I have, which means that's gonna affect my heat ability to dissipate extra heat. Alright, here we go. And so I've got my lance here ready to go. All assaults, and well, yes, I did pick a character from the Lyran Commonwealth. Yes, I did. I have a Steiner Scout Lance going on here. Actually, the Highlanders I picked up first, and which I thought was odd. I said, you know, when I said the Lyran Commonwealth, I didn't mean Sky. Just a little BattleTech humor for you. But everyone is all up there. It gives me my drop tonnage, difficulty. Now the drop tonnage and difficulty do sorta work. I have seen difficulty 3 missions turn into a nightmare, even with a full 5 stars of drop tonnage. And it gets crazy. Like, it's all procedurally generated, which sometimes you're gonna get bad intel. You were gonna have missions where it's like, for example, this one looks like it's gonna be a cakewalk. I hope it is. But I have also seen missions like this where it's like, hey, it's a cakewalk, and oops, what happens is it's like I wound up against 2 assault lances, and I don't mean an assault lance as in, oh, we've got like an assault mech, a heavy, and 2 mediums. No, I mean 4 full 90-ton plus assault mechs. And you only have 4, so I was outclassed by my tonnage by double, and that went badly. It went real bad. I wound up having to withdraw. And it was not fun, but you will get missions like that, where you get bad intel, and it looks like it's a milk run, and it turns into a friggin' fight for your life. And just loading up while prepping for combat drop, and you get Sumair guiding the leopard down over the planet, and that's all cool and stuff. And here we are. And begin mission.
Command interface initiated.
This whole planet could use an air conditioner.
Agreed, Glitch. Alright, let's zoom in on these bad boys. Again, I love, just like I did before, I love the detail. Here's what I love about these new ones is, the little undercarriage lighting on the Highlanders. The Awesome also has glow bits around the arms. It's just a beautiful detail. Again, you can also see it in the Atlas's forehead. It's got this little just evil little light. But again, lighting effects are just beautiful. This game looks great. Now, people have said that they've had problems with the graphical performance. It can chug a bit. I've had that. I don't have that problem often. I do have it when, and you'll probably see it here, when I nail someone with a critical torso, like when I take out the center torso, it hitches up for just a half second. You'll notice it. But it just hitches up for a half second, and it's kind of weird. It just hitches up for a half second. So I know it's kind of giving me a good way to know that I've gotten a killing blow on him before it actually happens. It only happens on a center torso destroyed, like by enemy fire. Like, for example, if I manage to take out, if I manage to, like, for example, get an ammo explosion, which is usually how I get thunderbolts. But when there's an ammo explosion, it'll just explode and fall over. It just happens smoothly. Only when I get the center torso kill does it kind of hitch up like it, which is weird. People have been saying it's been crashing. I've had a couple crashes, but I just needed to. Every time it's done that, I just needed to update my video card driver. Like, my video card driver needs to be kept religiously up to date. Like, if I've had like 4 updates in the past like 2 days. And while that is unbelievably maddening, it seems to immediately fix the issue. So anybody who's looking at playing this game or picking it up, you know, definitely be careful. Because it might not, you know, definitely make sure you're able to get a refund if you can. Hopefully it works. I really do.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Unknown sensors, okay. And 45-ton mech, 60-ton mech. Okay, nothing I can't handle. And enemies moving.
Sensors show more bandits.
55-ton. Okay, now I'm just doing a quick check of the map because you can see the yellow line borders where you can come in at, and they don't put enemies off the map. So I'm just checking to see who's here. I don't want to get ambushed on my flanks here. Alright, so Reaper's out there. I have her got here.
On the move.
Oh, hello. Well, there's the other lance, but they're all mediums. Yeah, not terribly concerned. Got a quick draw and a vindicator. Well, the quick draw, I think, is going to be the bigger threat here. Also, I have a better chance of hitting him. So we're going to use that morale ability, Precision Strike. So it's going to reduce their initiative, which means they're going to get pushed back to my initiative phase. So that's really important here because I'm going to real quick. So you can see this initiative phase, all these initiative phases, they're turns and around. So slower mechs, like for example assaults, move dead last. They're always reacting to the lighter mechs around them. You can negate that because I gave Reaper Tactician, Master Tactician, which gives her +1 to her initiative. So she can move before the rest of the assaults do, which is good because she's up close and personal with her Battlemaster. As you can see, it's a lot of short-range weaponry packed in there. So if I can hit him, it means he won't go this turn. He'll go next turn after all my assaults go. So I've got a chance to basically put the hurt on him and take him out before he ever gets a chance to fire. So we got heat here. Again, desert, I'm going to run high heat, but I can alpha strike him, so if I can take him out, this is a good start.
Reporting critical hit.
He's still standing, but he definitely took a walloping. As you can see, he got moved back here, so he doesn't go anymore. Who do we got there? 75 tons, so that's probably an Orion. Let's see. Oops. My bad. Go precision strike again, because I'll get that back after... Oh, hello. Alright, this is probably overkill, but it's an Atlas and there ain't no kill like overkill, baby. Fire away!
Engaging target.
And there we go. See the little hits there, but that is one quick
Enemy
drawdown.
Destroyed.
Alright.
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
Alright, and Glitch here is going to take this guy's
Ready,
island.
set.
As you can see, I've got Morales back up again. And I'm going to use Precision Strike, because she has high spirits. I mean, she doesn't use hardly any morale. Actually, I'm going to cancel that, because I can only hit him with the LRMs. Fire that.
Standing by. Boy, here we go.
Yeah, I do love
Engaging
fighting at
with
dusk or
target.
at night, because all the lighting in the character, the explosion, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Alright, he's unsteady, so he's backing off. Ah, Cicada. PPC version? Yep. And 50-tonner... Ah, there's a Shadowhawk. Yeah, good against mediums, but not against an assault.
Reporting heavy damage. Reporting.
You're fine.
Moving to position.
Now it's time to close into point-blank range. And yeah, that's gonna set everything off. Alright.
Target confirmed.
And then, oh, Black Knight. Ooh, I don't have one of those. Ooh, I gotta get me one. I want that one bad. Let's see. Gotta see if I can get him in the head. Would be nice.
Engaging target.
Waiting for orders.
Ah, nothing there. Okay.
Affirmative.
Boom. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna... You know what? You look tasty. Bye-bye. Yeah, I think I just pulled all of his teeth.
How's it going? Up high.
Did I hit his knockdown?
That hit something good.
Ah, just unsteady. Okay. Right there, though. What's this guy doing? Oh! Counter two, huh?
I'm under heavy fire.
Ah, here we go. Enforcer.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna phase me in the slightest.
Receiving you.
Alright. Who am I gonna punch in the face? Who am I gonna punch in the face? I wanna punch you in the face.
Wilco.
Yeah, with the Battle Master, they overheat pretty bad,
Attempting physical attack.
but I can just punch off its own. Alright, what's he doing? What's he doing? Ooh, that was a savage hit. And he did a stupid. Excellent.
Good to go.
But first, let's see if I can. Yeah. You know, originally back in the original BattleTech lore, the legs on a Highlander were actually armored up out the wazoo because they found out adding jump jets to a 90-ton assault mech made people want to, you know, pull off a little tactic from death from above. This was called a Highlander burial. See if we can get one going on here.
Got it.
Bye-bye!
That's a kill.
Was it overkill? Yeah. Was it awesome? Yeah!
Let's do this.
Let's do that again.
Copy that.
Ooh, now I have decisions. I'll move up a little more. Go for the Black Knight, or do we go for the called shot? Oh, no, he's. You know what? Hang on. Turn off medium laser. Yeah, let's see if we can finish this guy off.
Engaging target.
Well, he ain't having a good day. Well, unfortunately, I don't think you want to get much to salvage that. I blew everything up but his legs. Guess I get some nice legs out of it. Oh, swing and a miss. Where's this guy going? Interesting.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah. Time to shoot you with everything.
Tenfold.
He's down.
Tango down. Waiting for orders.
No. As fun as it would be to keep DFing the heck out of everything, I do need to think about repairs because I've got that other mission I don't want to be down too long for repairs, so just gonna go ahead and take this guy out real quick.
Affirmative.
Bye-bye.
Enemy down.
He's gonna be hating life here in a second. Shot, center torso. Turn off LRMs. I don't need them. Fire!
Engaging target.
Boom!
Enemy mech destroyed. Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
On my way.
Alright, Glitch, I'll let you get everyone there.
Moving to position.
It looks like we've taken care of the opposition here. I expected a little more opposition. Usually when you get a lance, you get two of them. You get... Usually come in factors of 4.
Receiving you. 10-4.
Drifting off.
We have the secondary asset, Commander. Bring it home.
Alright. Don't die,
Good to
Glitch.
go.
Not allowed to die anymore.
Waiting for orders.
Jumping.
This is where mechs with jump jets really have an advantage.
Moving to position. Commander?
And he's just going to run in here just to claim it. There we go.
Stabilizing.
The asset
Engaging
is
cooling
in
system.
hand, Commander. Good work.
Affirmative.
And there we go.
Keeping my heat.
And that's what a Merc mission looks like. And then we're going to see our victory screen where it's going to show how much damage we took. Armor is replaced immediately. Armor, you get right back. So even if you just got a tiny sliver of armor, you'll still keep it. You'll get all of it back immediately. And we got 6 points to the Magistrate of Canopus. The Felon Confederation, oh, you don't like it so much. Oh no. So sad. As you can see here, Atlas, the 2 Highlanders, they're both good. But the Battlemaster, because she took structure hits to the right arm, she'll need to go into repair. It'll probably take about a day, if that. Nobody was injured. If they were injured, then it would show you with little red X's how many hits they took and how long they'd be in there. And then at the bottom, kills. I got 3 kills. Glitch got 2. Reaper got 1. Bearclaw uncharacteristically got none. Oh well, he'll get over it because he's a computer-generated character. And then you get 2400 XP, which goes back to that system. We got part of a Black Knight. So I'm going to take that. Should fight Capellans more often out here. Gyro, this is sort of fun stuff that you can take for your mech to improve abilities. I've already got all those for all my mechs, so I already have a couple backups as well. Also, I am going to take this plus medium laser, though. And then it randomly assigns, so it gave me a Cicada and it gave me a couple of heat sinks and jump jets. And some medium and small lasers. Now these I can sell off to keep myself going. If I have to. And now we're loading back up. There we go. And he'll tell you that whenever somebody's got extra points to spend. So, for example, I'm willing to bet Reaper leveled up there. Hurry, Reaper.
Yes, Commander.
Yep, she's got ability to level up. So let's go ahead and put a point in gunnery so she can hit stuff better. Yep. But as you can see here, as you add stuff, like basically gunnery is just straight up, always straight up base weapon hit, so you're always more accurate. The piloting guts and tactics, though, they add a whole bunch of different stuff. You know, the minimum range goes down, which if weapons have minimum ranges, you can fire them at a much closer distance with that penalty. They're better to indirect fire, and they get a bonus to called shot, which is that point where I could say where I wanted to go in the mech. Otherwise, I'm just taking a random chance.
Training complete.
There we go. And that's that. Oh, wait. No, that's not that. Alright. What we're going to do is go ahead and go to... And we're going to go check out the repair in action. This is Battlemaster, all intact, but what's fun is, sort of fun, is that any kind of battle damage that the mech receives will be actually displayed on the model itself here. So, for example, had I lost that arm would now be missing. That arm would be gone, and you'd just see kind of rent metal and wires and cabling kind of sticking out of the hole there. And I'd have to refit that. But hit repair. It's going to take 900 C-bills because I took just the barest. It barely scratched through the armor. Had I not taken that one laser hit, I honestly probably wouldn't even be here. And take 1 day. So, yep, go ahead and select repair. 1 day. Now, what's nice is that I don't have to take contracts if I don't want to. I can just say, you know what, I want to wait for my Battlemaster to be fully ready, or if I have people injured, I want to say I can wait for that and hit play.
Job's
there we go.
done, Commander.
Boom, done. And the game also autosaves after every time that happens, which is nice. This does have manual saves. You can save scum it if you want. I rarely do that, you know. Usually, if you get in over your head, you actually have a withdraw option. I forgot to point out. In the upper right-hand corner of the map when you're in a mission, basically you hit withdraw and it immediately ends, and you head back to base with a minimum. You get a slight payment. I think it's very little, and then you lose faction rep. Anywho, that is, again, this is just... This vista here is absolutely beautiful, especially on some of the other planets where the lighting starts to affect the underside of the hull. Is just gorgeous. This is a great game. You know, the biggest things that, you know, obviously, the graphical issues, the problems it's having in terms of running. I've heard people running, like, Titans that it's chugging on, and people are on potatoes that it's working fine on. I don't know. I mean, you should probably expect to have a higher end machine to run it feasibly. But yeah, just keep an eye out for it. Keep your video card updated. And really the only other issue is that, and this is not an issue, but people have complained about the slow plotting speed. That is BattleTech. Like, it will take you a while to get through a mission. That's just how the game plays. That's how BattleTech, the tabletop game, plays. It's not like Warhammer 40k, where you've got, 40, 50 models per side going at each other over a 2-hour period. I played a trial of position with my son, and, who, by the way, took out 2 mech Star Commander, very proud. And he, it took all afternoon. I mean, it was a 4-hour match, and that was 4 models. 4. So, yeah, this is a much longer game. It's a cerebral game. Now, if you do want to speed it up, this does help. The cinematics here, enemy cinematics, melee cinematics, and jump cinematics, and then the follow and sprint and normal move cams. So sometimes it'll do that, and sometimes you can set it to never. I just like the dramatic action of it. You can then set it to zoom new contacts, that sort of stuff. Multiplayer, block people, the usual, audio, video. I have not touched this at all. It just came set to high. Key bindings. The key binding here is not complete. I did find out when setting up my recording is actually set to F6. And when I hit F6, I inadvertently I somehow injured all of my mech warriors. Hold on, I'll save and show you here. And everyone's fine, everyone's fine. Ah, disaster! I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Everyone took a single hit, and that's the F6 button. I don't think that's meant to be in there, but that's F6 on the GOG version. I don't know how Steam is, if Steam has a problem with that. F12 still takes pictures. So F12 is not, not only taking pictures, but simultaneously crippling everybody. But that's about it, yeah. I think this is a great game. It's absolutely what I kickstarted this for. And unless Cyberpunk 2077 releases and it just absolutely blows my socks off this year in a way that I just do not expect right now, this right here, this is my 2018 game of the year. I know it's barely into May, but this is everything I've wanted for at least 20 years now. It's the tabletop come to life. I love the freedom of it. The story was absolutely brilliant. The voice acting was excellent. Props to Elias Defexis for his character and Jin Hammond for Lady Kamea Arano. Her work was the best. It was absolutely everything you needed, especially considering she's the character talking to you the most the entire time. So yeah, she did a great job. The game looks good. I loved the style of the cinematics. Again, this was a game that was funded on $3 million. So, for what they've done with a $3 million budget has been nothing short of amazing. And I hope to God this sells enough so that we can get an expansion pack or a sequel. I would love to see the 4th Succession War. I would love to see maybe the clans, from the clan invasion from the clan's point of view. But yeah, these have all been amazing. It's been an excellent, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.